stream. Right, I'm on with it. I'll sort. We're live on my channel right now. I will send a link.
Appreciate your time.
Cheers, nice one, mate. We'll speak to you soon.
See you soon.
Speak to you soon, mate.
Love you, mate. Send my love to Wanda.
Yeah.
If you need anything, just give me a shout.
Yeah, and you guys. Cheers, bud.
All right, mate. Bless you. How do I send this?
I'll remove you both from this studio, all right?
Yeah. All good, man. Love you, dude.
Cheers, bud. Ta-da.
Bye.
And we're just working on this now. If you're watching, you'll just have to bear with me. I am busy sending links. I'm on with it. Let me just do that like that. Paste. Send. That should come through to my phone. We'll be with you shortly. Who's watching? Hey, hello. Window Beer Reviews with Thomas. How you doing, sunshine? I'm just trying to do 10 things at once here. In the hotbed of Lord's Brewing Co. There we go. Right. Copy that. If you saw this setup, I've got screens all over the place and all sorts of bits and bobs going on, and I'm using my phone and all sorts of things. Here we go. We've just invited Paul, so he should be coming across in a second. Here we go. There we go. Right. Who have we got in here? We got 7 people watching. We love all 7 of you. You're awesome. Right. Okay. There we are. We're here. We're in the zone. We're waiting for Paul. Testing. Lee, we are here, old sunshine. I am waiting for... The problem is, I've never used this software before, so I'm going to have to get creative with this. Hit that like button. That's what people say. Apparently that helps the algorithm. So if you're about, hit that live button. Let me see if we can get... He's on it. He's coming on. We're just waiting for him. Hello, all the beer. No idea how you doing, sunshine. Barry? Is it Barry? The haunted coachman, you're in. I see ya. Scott did a great job, didn't he? What a lovely bloke. I love Scott and Wanda. They're just so nice. They're just nice people. We've all got life's challenges, but they are lovely. Jagman7, I only come for the quiche. Well, good for you. I only come for the quiche. I love it. It is, mate. Right, good. As long as I got your name right. I'm terrible with names. Honestly, I am terrible with names. Now, I'm looking on the old screen here, and I am going to see, are you getting in okay? So, I have no idea. I'm texting off my phone. My phone's just here on a little stand. I'm just checking that we can get Paul in here. I have no idea what I'm doing. There you go. So, I only came here for Kieth. Good man. So, Captain Meets Adventures, are you an Ayrton Senna fan? Because I would love to know if you are. Jagman, have you got a Jag? All the beer, no idea. What is your favourite beer? The Haunted Coachman. Where are you from? Lee, what are you brewing at home? Matty MCR89, how you doing, sunshine? Woohoo! I love that, man. Oh, yes, Senna was the best. I remember, I could tell you exactly where let's not talk about the negative of when he died. I can tell you where I was. I used to be big into motorsport. I did karting. I did two strokes for many years. And Senna was my hero, and I emulated his driving. And what an amazing guy. Senna was. He used to he'd do a walk around on the track, and he'd look at the tarmac, and he would actually see if he could pick bits out of the tarmac and feel it with his hand to actually work out what the texture was to see how the car would handle. What a legend. Matty MCR89, so you are on everything. You're just a legend. Abigail Goodwin, catching bits of this live between jobs, and I come back to Quiche Lorraine. Well, Abigail, Quiche Lorraine is a beautiful thing. Quiche Lorraine is like no other. Not like Quiche Lorraine. Quiche Lorraine is totally different. Paul's put, give me a second. I need to sort out the laptop. So Paul's coming on in a minute. He can. Am I backstage? Do you know what? I don't know how I work that out. How do I work out if someone's backstage or not? Private chat, settings, banners. Private chat. Could it be that? No. Brand. No. Oh, I've got to upgrade if I want to put my logo in it. Banners. No. Comments. Loads of comments. Right. We need a Quiche Lorraine Lordsbury. I'm well up for a Quiche Lorraine beer. That would be that could be part. We want to do an 80s range. So we've got an idea of a beer called 8-Bit Celebration. So you know when you used to play your Game Boy or Sega Master System and then you won something and you're like and it was like an 8-bit bit of music. So that would fit. Quiche Lorraine is an 80s. Quiche Lorraine is an 80s thing, but you can't call it Quiche Lorraine. But Quiche Lorraine, get away with that. I loved him 1985 driving the Yellow Lotus. Oh, man, when I was a little boy, I used to have Scale Electrics, and I had Senna in the Camel Lotus. And then in McLaren, Marlboro McLaren. Oh, do you remember Monte Carlo when he crashed? That sucked. I've got a picture up there of Johnny Herbert and his car and Jackie Stewart. And the little boy that we adopted, it turned out his granddad drew the picture. What are the odds of that? And I crashed into Johnny Herbert at Buckmore Park when I was a kid. I don't know where backstage is. I am my backstage. I should be with you. I have no idea how to find you. I have no idea how to find you on it now. Right, let's try and find how we get Paul on. Leave studio. I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. Invite a guest. See other right. No. Share screen. Invite. Copy to clipboard. Instructions for guests. Upgrade. You can have. I don't want 6 people. I just want the person that I'm looking for. My camera is. Oh, I'm not very good at this. You would never believe that I used to write software for engines, would you? Why can't I see him? Share screen. Cam mic. Having issues. Hell yeah. Mute. Someone help me for the love of. Has any of you, the Lap of Monaco by Senna? Yeah, in 1990. Banners, private chat, settings. Oh, for Pete's sake, why can't I find him? You are live. View on YouTube. No, I don't want either of those. Close tip. Somebody help me. No, that didn't work. Oh my lord! Why can't I add him? You just got to add me. Apparently, well, what I want to add you, but I don't know how to add you. Do you need to X amount? I'm not sure. Right. Oh gosh. Right. So, invite. Right. Copies click on. Instructions for guests. Let me have a chat. Right, I'm working on it. Paul. Laptop. Right. Okay. So why is that not working? For enter your display name. Paul, have you entered your display name? Because I'm getting nothing here. Put your I'm assuming that Paul is watching. It's all right, Paul Charlton. We are technophobes right here. Put your name in and join. Well, lovely people. This is a baptism of fire. I've never used this software before, but we will work it out because that's the way we do it. If you guys have never been on our channel before, please subscribe, and that would be awesome. And on top of that, we have also got a podcast out. Left leg in, left leg out. That's exactly what I feel like. I don't understand. It should come up that he wants to join, but I'm getting nothing. So I'm assuming that it's nothing I'm doing my end. Beer Hooligan. Look at this. Right. Kent knows what he's doing. Kent, where are you? I saw your message just briefly then. Kent. Little box below the main screen. Just add to stream. Where's that? Show. Little box below the main screen. Just add to. Oh, there he is. Oh, hey. Ken, flipping legend. Ken, you nailed it. Craig, I am forever grateful to you, old boy.
Oh dear.
Jeez Louise, I was suffering.
I'm sitting there thinking, what's going on? What's going on? I'm sobering up here.
No, you just have a beer. I'm just relaxing for 2 minutes because I have.
Ken just saved the day there. Well done,
I've got a flipping sweat on, old boy. Ken, what a legend you are. Thank you very much.
Mate. Appreciate that. Buddy. Ken, what are you drinking, mate? What are you drinking? Please tell me you're on the sauces, not just us.
Absolutely. It's difficult as well when you've had a few beers, I will say. Definitely. Ken, Craig, for you guys, if you don't know Craig, lovely guy, knows way more about beer than I ever will. Just a gentleman. Go and look him up. Kent Beer Reviews. He's tried loads of stuff. He's a lovely chap. And he has a very nice hat, a deer hunter hat, which belonged to his old man. And I like that.
Oh, wow.
Quality guy. Right.
Who's Andy Parsons?
Andy Parsons, where are we going? Right, we've missed an absolute shed load of comments. So
even Abby's taking a piss. Look, that was
I was doing miserable. If I was honest, I was pretty poor. So Window Beer Reviews with Thomas said hi, mate. Then he put thanks, Scott, and
well done, Scott. Thank you for having us.
What a legend, lovely guy.
We love
honestly. When I was on holiday, Paul came down from London and we had a meal and they were just lovely. And we sat in the garden and we just ate and drank and had a lovely time. And then I got on a hovercraft. Lee, testing. Yeah. Hi, John. It's Barry. This is where I asked what his name is. And he said, yes. Jagman. Haha. I want to know if he's got a Jag. And which one it is?
If you got a Jag, you flash it.
Well, my uncle Chris was on a recent Jag enthusiast program. He used to restore old Jags.
Oh, nice.
He was also done for bank robbery as well. That's armed robbery. Different, yeah. I only came for Keith.
Keith and Lorraine.
And then Beer Hooligan, old Marky Boy, he's put Paul sounds like the UK comedian Andy Parsons.
Who's Andy Parsons? I must have seen some of Andy Parsons stuff.
And then guess who we got here? We got Matty MCR 89. How do the laws brewing ledge? What a legend. Matty's a good guy. And then me and Captain Meat's Adventure was talking about Senna. Oh, yes, Senna. Then I'm from Southampton. Oh, yeah, that's right, because you made a comment about Pompey in Southampton. Yeah.
Yes.
Abigail's that's your missus, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my missus.
I've just realised, catching bits of the live between jobs, I come back to Kieth Lorraine. Poor girl.
I just figured out who he is. Andy Parsons, the little bald geezer who does not the week. Not the week.
My wife's arrived with a what you got there? Oh, this is why I married this lady, right?
Oh, have you got food?
No, not food. She's
Not
brought
food.
some milk. But
Milk?
in the other hand, she's brought me Renee's. That's love. That is true love there. When you text your missus and you say, I'm doing the live stream, I'm drinking beer, please will you bring me Renee's back? Come and say hello. Come and say she's come in. She's come and say hello. It's Paul. Hey.
Hello, you alright?
Yeah, good thanks.
Good. Been busy?
Yeah.
You went
I've been seeing my friend at the hospital.
Oh, blimey.
Well, her little boy's in the hospital. He broke his leg, so I
Oh,
went
not
to have
the
a
one.
coffee and Costa with her.
Oh, nice. Was it a football injury?
Yeah, it was.
It was. He's only 2 and it was football.
Little
Poor
lad
kid.
playing football. They've got to break the leg. He's got to do it.
Poor lad.
I broke
He's
my
a
leg.
lovely little cutie.
Bless
Honestly.
Bless
So,
him.
Captain's Meets, we were talking about the Yellow Lotus and the McLaren that Senna was in. And then James Hunt and Nicky Lauda were the greatest drivers in my eyes. I can see that argument. Yeah, but I'm still a Senna guy. We need Kieth Lorraine, Lord Spear. I think that should be a thing.
I just really want quiche now, man.
Have we got anything to eat?
You want quiche.
What time are we on?
Abby, if you're still watching, when you come home, when you finish your shift, bring quiche.
Quiche and some Renee's.
I don't know any Rennies anymore. I've never had a Rennie in my life.
Oh, we got some coconut popcorn, but that's not what I was going for.
Coconut popcorn?
Oh, I love coconut popcorn.
I've never had it. I've never heard of it.
What's he got here? Lee's got a Brett IPA that's been in the fermenter for 9 months at a temp of 24 degrees. Another 3 months left to go, planning a mint chocolate stout.
Ooh.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
That's going to be amazing.
Christ, need some testers. I'll happily review it, brother.
Yeah, me too. The Lap of Monaco by Senna in 1990. Yeah. Yay, I found you. Huzzah.
Sobieski. What's a legend?
Hey, how you doing, sunshine? Sobieski, he came on live at the brewery thing, and his typing went downhill as time went on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's quite amusing. Paul said he clicked on the link. Yeah, he did. It was me being a retard. Captain Meat's Adventures. If it wasn't for Craig, we'd have been stuffed.
We'd be in the infinite wilderness.
Yeah, I've never used it before. That was like learning quickly.
I've been telling you about my own quiche. No, you go to Tesco's, bring home a quiche Lorraine. It's got to be a quiche Lorraine.
Bit of key.
For now.
Joe Man said he's behind you.
Behind you.
No, bit of love for Jackman. And yeah, I did. So I pressed the button. It took me in a loop and brought me back in, and it was just black for ages.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no, I managed to rescue it. Little box below the mainstream. Yeah, that's where Kent rescued us.
Appreciate
Quiche Lorraine could be beige can with a yellow jumper cover. It could be. Oh dear. The Beer Hooligan, I thought Rush was a decent film. Do you know I've not actually watched Rush?
I've
yet.
not watched Rush either. No, was that the one that had Thor in it? Hemsworth.
Yeah. Hemsworth.
Really?
Oh, I
Yeah.
haven't watched it. No, I haven't watched it. I want to watch the one with Ford about the GT40. Paul put, oops. Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, yes. The battle. Back in the day.
Which one?
The one between Lauder and
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
The battle of the drivers.
Yeah. I was like, not born. So, not saying it. Mark's showing his age.
I ain't got a clue. I'm not fussed with filming.
Put the link in the stream. Then allow who you want in. Yeah, I've done that. Left leg in, left leg out. Yeah, that's what I have subbed. Legend.
Yay, well done.
I've hardly got any subs, so that's really lovely. John must be something to do with the Watford Gap. Yeah, I like it. Abigail's put, yay, that's when you came in. That was a nice one, Ken. Ken got lots of love for that bad boy. That was painful, it was.
Abby's proper sticking the knife in, isn't she, right now, man? She's,
apparently, yeah, I know she's been harsh, man. She's on me. She's like, don't you dare make my man look like a fool. I'll kick your head. Off with your head.
On Tintinets.
Mr. Lord's Brewing sounds like Rufus Hound. Who the heck is Rufus Hound?
Rufus Hound. I've got to Google him now. Google down his
if he's handsome, I'll go with that.
Yeah. Rufus Hound. Rufus.
He's a comedian.
Everyone's comedians, apparently.
It's got great tash.
Now I've seen his face. Hang on.
But do I sound like him?
Oh, do you know what? I think you do. I think you do. Hang on.
No.
Hang on. Am I allowed to do this? He's on the chase. Get on the chase. He's going to start. Right. We'll let the bloody.
It's a little bit giggles. It's also a little bit.
It's you! Rufus Hound. Who said that? West Yorkshireman. Spot on, mate. Spot on.
Is it really? Oh, no.
You've got to Google it when we're done with this, mate. Rufus Hound is John from Lord's Brewing.
Well, you listened to our podcast, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed that, actually, whilst I was at work today. That was decent. I enjoyed it.
Let me just try. I'm going to get copyright strike. It doesn't matter. I've got adverts. It's like when I get on your channel now, you've got 1,000 people in adverts.
Hopefully, everyone's sub to John or Lord's Brewing, please, because they're a really good brewery, like a legitimately good brewery. And as you can see, John's a sound guy. Win-win.
Yeah, I do sound like him. That's worrying. Oh no! Hey, there could be worse people to sound like. Lads, on Friday, let's do a super chat to Simon to say the beer has a touch of Quiche Lorraine. Would you, mate? Oh man, because nobody will talk about Quiche Lorraine. It's like
a bit of Quiche Lorraine in there. Definitely a bit of Quiche Lorraine in there.
Quiche Lorraine. This beer, Quiche Lorraine.
I'm getting serious amounts of Quiche Lorraine in this one.
I thought Quiche was turning up.
Oh mate, I really want Quiche now. I really want some Quiche.
I've got another thing that'll get the everybody talking.
She's a bully.
She's a bully. I was very drunk.
Very drunk.
You need to. You were. Zabesky's typing. He's become legendary, but within the brewery, we were like, we couldn't actually understand what he was saying. It was like decoding, like some sort of war encryption. That was quite good fun. But we've got this right. So Trigger Mike, who works with us, who's our brewer, who works with us. He's part of the team.
Yeah.
He's got this thing about. We started talking about "Hold Me Closer." You know the song "Hold Me
Yeah.
Closer, Tiny Dancer."
Yeah.
He replaced it with "Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza." So now we've got these pictures that either I print off or he prints off. I got in my van the other day, and there was a picture of Tony Danza on my sun visor, and he said, "Hold me closer, Tony Danza." Tony Danza. So this whole thing about Tony Danza has started. So
John, can you do that? Can you like make a stout with bacon in it and call it Quiche Lorraine?
I've never tried putting meat in a beer. Is a funny thing.
It's an amazing idea, though, isn't it?
I preferred the band Rush rather than the film Rush.
Yeah, I like listening to a bit of Rush, man.
I don't think I've ever listened to Rush.
Slapping the
For me, it was the best of the golden age of F1 with Mansell and his fantastic moustache. Prost, PK, and Berger, Lauda, Hunt were before my time. Senna was he was head and butt, and he had compassion. That's what set him out above all the rest. He was a compassionate man. Like, I genuinely have a lot of respect for that. You guys need to got live on Friday with Simon and Kent and Mark. Yeah, well, we could do.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Simon, Kent, and Mark. 100%. We can get all the beer reviewers together, mate. That'd be amazing.
You're all welcome at my brewery.
100%.
At Captain Meets Adventures, the pubs are now open Friday nights. Hence why I now do my lives on a Sunday night. Actually, Beer Hillian's got a really good point. On a Sunday night, he does a really good quiz. And it's just that nice. Like, sometimes, well, in fact, I've watched him loads of times. I've not joined in, but me and the missus will do the questions and have a bit of sort of wind down. It's nice on a Sunday.
I like Mark's slides, man. They're good.
Yeah,
it's the quiz aspect. They're good.
The B. this Quiche Lorraine thing. What have I started? Quiche Lorraine.
It's got a beautiful bit of Quiche Lorraine hopping.
Oh God, Charles is in charge. Charles?
Who's Charles?
I don't know, but I like it. And there's nothing wrong with Charles. Bacon beer.
Bacon beer.
Do you know one of my? So we've got part of the team. There's another Michael. So at one point, are you ready for this? We had 2 Graces, and we've had 2 Tims, and we've now got 2 Michaels. So we've got Michael the brewer, who we call Trigger Mike, and then we've got Michael Sales, who we call Michael Sales.
Michael Sales.
Really creative. But Michael Sales, he's a big gamer. He's like properly good. But he...
He's a big what? He's a big what, sorry?
Gamer.
Oh, big game. I thought he's a big game. He's a big game. What?
No, he's not that. It wouldn't matter if he was, but he's a legend. My kids we were doing a Zoom call yesterday. My kids came in and they were like, he said, "Oh, Kobe, what you been doing?" And Kobe was like, "Yeah, I've been playing Minecraft." And he's like, "Oh, I play Minecraft." They had like this 15-minute conversation about Minecraft. I had no idea what they were talking about.
I've never played Minecraft. I've seen it. And it looks awful. Why would you play that?
It's strangely addictive.
Have you played it?
With the kids, yeah. And I found myself losing an hour. It's like Lego, but on telly. That's the only way to put it. But bacon beer, it's not a bad idea.
I quite like.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Going back to my point, Michael was saying that he watched a program on TV, and it was a guy frying a mushroom, saying it's just like bacon. If you crisp it up around the edge, and Michael was like, "It's not flipping bacon; it's a mushroom," and he was so upset about it. But you know when somebody's really angry about it, but you're like, I don't really understand why you're angry, but I'll go with it. He was generally, and throughout the 2 hour plus meeting we had, that mushroom bacon thing was brought up maybe 4 times. He was generally annoyed.
How long have you got to cook a mushroom to make it crispy around the edges? That's some serious cooking, isn't it?
I love mushrooms,
I love mushrooms.
but they're not bacon. They'll
No,
never be bacon.
Not even close. You ever tried the vegan like alternatives, like burgers and sausages and that? They're all full of mushrooms. There's nothing else in them. It's all mushroom.
I had a bacon. I had an all vegan like breakfast roll thing, and I've got to say it was all right.
Was it a breakfast baguette?
It wasn't a baguette. It was in a flipping tea cake. 5 Guys put bacon bits in milkshake, so why not do it in a milk stout? Well, it's all to do with right. So I learned this during the
milkshake.
Yeah, well, it's to do with in the saison thing that we made, where we use wood with just natural yeast on it to ferment the beer, because it's come from wood and it is all sort of vegetable based. Even with that bacteria, it's not going to hurt you, right? If you start adding sort of biological elements which are flesh driven, does that make sense? Yeah. Then the bacteria is different, and that's where you can get really strange diseases. So putting meat in beer is a little bit, it's like that. There was a company that used lactic acid from women's vaginas and put it in beer and let the yeast and all that ferment. It all gets a bit weird. Yeah. No, it's honestly, I saw a beer in the news years ago. They ground wood lice in it.
Had to be German.
Big gay game. Might like that. That's a good shout, Mark. Milk started with bacon. The reason why you don't see meat in beers is generally the reason that I just said, and plus the vegans would probably kill you. Do anyone want to try North Brewing mushroom stout? See, now I'd be up for that. I'd try that because I love mushrooms.
Yeah.
Problem I have in here, there's not mushroom.
Mushrooms. Oh no! Oh no! Here we go. The one-liners are coming out now.
I'm struggling to get through my own beer now at this point.
I don't know. I finished that one about 6.5 hours ago.
It's a good beer though, but the problem is I had Sport Stout, so that was really thick and proper boozy, and then I've gone back to a porter with a lower ABV, and it feels really thin.
I've just had an ice cream porter from Thornbridge, salted caramel Lucaria, and I tell you what, it's very nice, people. Very nice. Get that one in Morrison's. It's worth that. That's nice.
Nice. I'll give it a go. I've never had any Thornbridge beer, so I'll give it a go. Tailor to the Stars. Sup, lads?
Sup,
so Tailor is a tailor, and he makes suits for the Stars. And we've just done that Pilsner with Owen Scott, who also does them for the Stars as well.
Yep.
So when we've just sent 600 litres to our canning plant, which is not owned by us. That sounded posh when I said it.
Did a bit.
We pay someone to put it in cans, basically. And it's an Owen Scott beer. So
nice.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So it'll be in 3 30ml cans. So that's coming out. We should have it back within the next few weeks. So so good.
What's everyone else drinking? Is everyone else drinking?
Yeah, what are we all drinking? Well, Kieth and the Lorraine hops can take meat.
To be fair, if you're going to have 2 hops and call them Kieth and Lorraine, they've got to be able to take a bit of meat, haven't they? They've got to be.
Could you imagine a magic mushroom style? That'd be savage.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, look at this. Lorraine containers. Get this one. John, you're a fun guy.
Fun guy.
Hey!
Stay in it, man.
I like that.
Love it.
The only way to get bacon flavour in your beer is smoked malt. I think that's right. Actually, I tell you a funny story. We got some. So we had some emerald casks. So emerald casks were like a plastic cask that look a bit like. No, it's a genuine thing.
Right.
Emerald is a company, and they do plastic casks, and they're recyclable, but they look like a cotton reel. And he had a load which they call jazz, where the color, let's say they've gone from black to green, and the color they have to put a few casts through without the pigment in. So we had all these clear casks. We thought, oh, that'd be interesting to put beer in. So we put beer in them, and we kept them inside, and we didn't refrigerate them. We just wanted to see what happened. And Expedition Blonde, which is just a standard blonde beer, with the what's it called? My brain's gone. The flipping strip lights. What are they called?
Strip lights?
No, there's no fluorescent. That's it. Fluorescent tubes.
Yeah.
He did something to the beer, to the hops, and it made it smoked. And we don't know how it happened. And we tried it. We thought, well, that's odd. So we tried it multiple times, and out of like 4 goes at it, every time it came out smoked.
Oh.
And there was nothing. It was the same recipe. We just put it in a different cask, and it was something to do with the light, the way the light was affecting.
Yeah.
Beer. How weird is that? It's just very strange.
I just want bacon beer now. Now someone said it, I want a beer that tastes like bacon. I really want it. It's got to be done. Bacon beer. Do you think you could get battered and then wake up the next morning and have a bacon beer and it sort everything out like a bacon sandwich does, but just have a beer instead? That'd be the nuts. That'd be the nuts.
That would be quite good. I'm sure it's been done before.
Must have been, surely. Bacon beer.
So, in answer to your question, Paul, is that a beer? Verdant Quiet Charge here, very nice.
Verdant Quiet Charge. I think that's what he's drinking, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you asked, you said, what are you drinking, people?
Verdant Quiet Charge. I've not had that one. Verdant Quiet Charge. What style is that? Verdant Quiet Charge.
Should call it Kieth Lorraine Chase Luton Airport. Oh my gosh. I love you, Mark. You just don't care, do you?
He stuck with it tonight. Fair play to him.
He's a legend. What a guy. If you wrap bacon around the can with a flavour infused into the beer, unlikely.
That'd be awesome.
Like a shocking. Yeah.
If you held it long enough, it would cook into the can, right? And then infuse the beer. That's the theory. That's some seriously slow drinking. I just want bacon beer now, man. I just really want bacon beer.
It's weird, isn't it? It's actually got me thinking. Lee W. correct. The smoke malt over the beechwood, just like they do in Bamberg. Honestly, Mark has more European beer knowledge than I will ever know.
Just like they're doing Bamberg. Battenberg was all I know.
Bamberg. In that police car, that's what we used to say.
Pink and yellow cake.
Quiche Lorraine.
Covered in marzipan.
Dodgy quiche.
Quiche Lorraine.
Oh, Taylor, you missed all this. It was to do with the conversation that I had. Well, right. Okay. So I'm not a YouTuber. I wasn't a YouTuber, and then I started being a YouTuber. And what happened was I went, and every time I went on a live feed, I think I've done it multiple times. I've asked the question, where is Quiche Lorraine's part in the 20th century? Is it out of date? And no one ever answers. And then it's just became this thing because Paul loves Quiche Lorraine, and he's the first person I've met that likes it.
I love Quiche Lorraine. Don't care who knows. I love Quiche Lorraine. I love Quiche Lorraine.
I love it. It just
I could murder a Quiche Lorraine right now. I just want someone just to dish up a quiche Lorraine in front of me right now, and I'll destroy it. Game over.
The destroyer of Paul. The destroyer of Quiche Lorraine. Beer is a science. It is science, yeah.
Yeah.
So we have two brewers. One is my brother-in-law, who was traditionally brewed, so he knows like the proper old school way. And I think when you see our old school beers, like the porter, you can tell that that's come from like a proper. That's 50 years to that beer of training. It's come through a few generations. And then Trigger Mike, he was a brew lab guy. So he's done all the science. He's got a degree in it. He's like a very clever man. And he also has trekked across the Andes. He's done all sorts of other mad stuff. Every time he's got a paddy license. He's that guy who's quiet. And then you say like, oh yeah, I was looking at like going to space. And he's like, oh yeah, I did an astronaut's course. And he's like, what the chop? He's done loads of stuff. Yeah, he's an amazing guy. Bacon beer.
Bacon beer. Done.
Lorraine Chase, haha. Mark, do you want to pour your right? Okay. We're not going to that. Lots of words that I'm not going to pronounce at this time.
Beautiful British name. From
Bamberg, Germany.
Beer Hawk, Beers of Europe. Now that beer tastes of smoky bacon and sausage. Wow. I need to Google that. Have you bacon V? What?
No.
Have I bacon V?
Pale ale, very sessionable. Yeah. Question.
It's a pale ale.
What was wine, Stefan?
Wine Stefana. Very good vice beer.
Where's that from then?
That's a British beer, that is. Vine Stefana. Can't you tell by the name?
Where can you buy it?
Vine's everywhere. Vine Stefana
really?
In Sainsbury's. Well, it's in Sainsbury's. Marks and Spencer's, I'm assuming.
Oh, right, okay.
One of the more readily available. Beer Wonders it. Hello.
Yay! We love you guys.
Quiche Lorraine.
Quiche Lorraine, Paul, have you got bacon cooking hands?
Definitely. All about the bacon. All about the bacon. Every morning if I had a choice in it. You know.
But the Old Council Estate Funeral Spread Special. Yeah, it is. So, right. So, the Quiche Lorraine obsession on my part comes partly because when we were getting older, me and my mates, we would have a party at someone's house for our 16th or our 17th or whatever it is. And someone would always make Quiche Lorraine. And it became this thing where it wasn't a party unless there was Quiche Lorraine. And somebody it'd be a normal party, everybody would be having fun, and then somebody would hold up a piece of Quiche Lorraine and shout at the top of their voice, "Piece of Quiche Lorraine, know what I mean?" The whole place would go, "Right!" like that. And that was it. It made no sense whatsoever. Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense, but it's great.
Yeah, it was just silly.
Right, I've got to go for 1 second.
Are you going for a squirt? Beer Wonder is now Quiche Lorraine, a bacon-flavoured porter. That's not... I'll go with that. Sebeski, ha ha ha. Just add a load of frazzles to the porter. That's interesting, but you'd have all that fat and maize and all sorts. Is it maize or corn that frazzles are made out of? I'm still getting over the fact that I sound like Rufus Hound. Captain Meets Adventures. Paul, you ever had one of Keith's sausages? Name for a beer. Holly, right, okay. Oh, is it really? I didn't know that. I didn't know it was the oldest brewery in the world. Wow. Gosh, I feel old now. What's this say here? They do a crustless quiche in Morrison's, make it easier to stomach. Hey, hello, Isaac. How you doing, son? Isaac is a lovely young man who has had his challenges and he is still working through him. But what a lovely guy. Nice to see you, Isaac. And it's wonderful to have you on here. Isaac was in our youth group. For those who don't know, me and my wife have been doing a youth group on a Saturday night now for 9 years, I think it is. And Isaac is a young man who has had his fair share of struggles, but he is a lovely young man and he is working through all his stuff. He's a legend. So
Welcome,
nice to see you, Isaac. I love you very much. You have all my respect, young man.
Welcome, buddy.
Paul, I want you to go to Witherspoon's and ask for a pint of. I can't even. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark, you got to send me a message on Messenger with the name of that beer properly. Because if there's bacon in it, I'm having it, man.
Yeah, I agree, Lee. Putting Frazzles. Somebody suggested putting Frazzles in the beer. Well, Frazzles has got like, I don't know, it tastes like beer, but there's
Frazzles with beer. Do you ever have like bacon crispies? They're like Frazzles, aren't they? They used to have them.
Smiths.
Yeah.
Smiths were, mate. Scampi fries.
Scampi fries. Yeah, that was the other one. It was either bacon crispies or scampi fries. Used to have
you know what they're called? Scampi fries here.
Scampi fries, yeah.
Do you know what they call them here?
No.
Fish pillows.
What? Fish pillows? Makes sense, though, actually, to be fair, because they are like a pillow. You bite into them and it tastes like fish.
It does.
I can't do it.
Isaac said, thanks. Name for a beer. Happy Monday's Pills.
Happy Monday's Pills. Got a decent idea for a pills, isn't it?
Not bad, actually. Beer Hooligan, you put me onto it, and it's outstanding for £1.85. Unreal. It was me. I was joking. Hashtag.
Hashtag nothing.
Yo, Isaac, you're a beer brother. I tell you what, Isaac is a lovely lad, and he's had. I don't want to talk about it, but he's had a really tough time. But he's such a good kid. And I've known him for how long have we known Isaac? Me and Lydia have known Isaac for he was a little baby when we knew him. So
15
years. We've seen him grow up. He is a giant. The man is way above me now. But he's such a good guy. He's such a good guy. And I've seen him he's had his fair share of tough things happen, but he's a really good dude. And he loves his beer. He follows us on Lord's Brewing Company. He sees what we're doing, and he's come with his family up to the tap room. Absolute gentleman. Beer Hooligan, I'd definitely give that a spin. Right, I'm going for a 10-100.
You're doing it.
Do you know what a 10-100 is?
Not a clue.
Oh, come on. Did you ever watch Smokey and the Bandit?
Before my time, mate. I know of Smokey and the Bandit, but never watched it.
How old are you, Paul? I'm 40.
36.
Damn it. I'm so old. I knew you were younger than me, but I didn't know you were that much younger than me.
It's only 4 years.
Smokey and the Bandit was an amazing film. And it was done in 1978, the same year as Star Wars, but it did all right. And 10-100 is better than a 10-200.
Okay.
That's all I tell you.
10
For those that know, comment. There's a man that knows just hit. No, you got it wrong. A 10-100 is not a poo. 10-200.
It's a 10-100 a poo.
Yeah.
Good if a 10-100 was a poo, wouldn't it? Be a new name for a dump. A 10-100. Just going for a cheeky 10-100. No one will know what you're on about, will they? No one will know. All right, so what we all drinking then, guys? How am I doing here? Captain Chaos is Captain Meets Adventures. The Beer Hooligan. Bloody hell, Paul, you look older than me. You sure about that, mate? You sure? Had to stop reviewing from them park benches. Reviewing all them super tenants and Carlsberg special brews and all that. I'll tell you what, the super tenants isn't actually that bad. I know I make fun of it. It's not that bad. Captain Meets Adventures says, Paul, when he comes back, say you are Captain Chaos. I'll do that then. I'm well out of the loop with oh yeah, Mark sent me a link. Mark sent me a link for this beer. Top man, top man. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ooh. Okay. There it is. Schlenicker smoke beer varieties. I've seen these. I don't suppose that's going to come up, is it? There we go. I'm pretty sure I've seen these in my local bottle shop. That brand. Is that Augustina?
Yo! I am sang the national anthem.
Smoke beer varieties. Mark's just sent me the link for them beers. So yeah, apparently I'm Captain Chaos.
Tan tan tan! That's someone that knows Cannonball Run.
There was a reaction there. So Captain Meets Adventures, you got that one spot on, brother.
He was a very good friend with Burt Reynolds, and he was a very funny guy as well.
Sobieski, Paul, have you tried the mental Oranga Boom? How do you pronounce it, right? Because I was saying Orange Boom, and everyone took the piss out of me for saying Orange Boom. Because it is Oranga Boom. I think that's what I've been told is the way to pronounce it, Oranga Boom.
Orangey Boom.
I saw it. I said it's called Orange Boom. That's the best name for a brewery ever. Orange Boom. And apparently,
or is it Orangey Boom?
Orangey Boom. Apparently, Oranga Boom. Apparently, is how you pronounce it. Oranga Boom. Oh, what's yours? Is that another one from Geppetto?
No, this is Beer Inc. again. Ryan.
What's
I don't
that
know
one?
if you can see this. Oh gosh, you know what it is? I've got multiple lights going on here because you know what I'm like.
Love the lights. It's even worse now. And I can see now a lamp black stout, 4.6% ABV. That sounds all right. I've got to get another. I've not tried the 10% Orangi Boom. I've not tried the 10% Orangi Boom.
But he's put the hip hops have put a label over the top, and I've been peeling the labels and collecting them here.
How are you getting into that? That is a mind maze. You're never getting into there. I've got to get another beer. My turn. I'll get another beer.
Right. Okay. So
Hang on. Light or dark? Light or dark?
well, I'm on a dark,
You're on a dark.
and I have a light left.
Should we leave it to the people? Whoever says light or dark first, I go for.
Right. Are we ready? Light or dark first? Here we go.
Whoever comes up first, light or dark? Go, go, go. Who's gonna
Go. Somebody's
message in first? Light or dark? I'll
light
wait.
dark, like a dark.
I'll wait.
Night all day.
No one's saying shit.
Everybody's gone to bed. Oh, I never them.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Light or dark?
You're on your own, mate. Yeah.
I won't have my own mind. Bollocks.
Oh, light. Isaac said light. No, Sobeski said dark. Oh, it's all coming at once. What the heck? Right, first one is Beer Hooligan says light. There you go.
Right, all right, we're going light.
Light. You're going light. And then literally just after Sobeski said dark.
All right, we've
And
gone
then
light.
Jagman said 10%.
I like 10%. All right, we've got a light one. We're going with wild beer. It's a can of beer, Quantic. Look at the colour of that bad boy.
Wow, that's cool.
That is bright. Wild beer, Quantic. And it is a session IPA. And it says it's got citrus, fresh pine, extra pale. And it's coming in at 4.7% ABV. I really like the colour of that can. That is loud.
This one is epic. This is black. Black, dark like my soul.
Black like the sky.
I'm going to put it in the old gas monkey glass. Why not? Get you some of that, as old Mr. Rawlins would say. I actually don't know if Mr. Rollins is older than me. Wow, that's got loads of. Woo!
Crap me knee on the table. I need some food, man. Mark, what you been cooking, brother? Make me even more hungry. Marshall jacket. It is, isn't it? Look at the state of that.
That is right.
Don't come any further. Don't come any further.
Don't go near me.
You're disease ridden. Don't come any closer.
Oh, look at this little beer display here of what I've been drinking. That one there is Day Glow Pink, but you just can't pick it up on my webcam. Jagnan says, almost quiche-like.
Almost quiche like. We're not getting away from the quiche jokes.
The Garden Brewery Baltic Porter 10.1 ABV is the nuts.
I've had a few from the Garden Brewery. They are a good brewery. Croatian, aren't they? The Garden Brewery.
The head has died on this, but I think it could be the glass. Because there's no fizzy jobber in the bottom.
I've got very little head on this. That is clear as it looks like lime juice. This looks like lime juice. Lime juice? Lime juice.
Wow.
Very little head. Very little carbonation. It looks like shit, if I'm honest.
I like your honesty with that. Dark roast.
Wild beer are normally half decent. Function of two more variables. Simcoe, Mosaic, and Cascade hops. That's really. Oh, Mark says he's been cooking Spanish sausage and chicken stew. Oh, in the Dutch oven on the barbecue. What?
I'm really hungry.
Yeah, I've not eaten. I've had I Weetabix this morning. Went to work, come home, had a banana, and that's all I've eaten. I'm starving. I've got a bag of crisps staring at me over there.
Do you know what? I think this can is not right. Or my glass is not right.
So I don't understand, right? So he's cooked a Spanish sausage and chicken stew tonight in the Dutch oven on the barbecue. So what did you do? Did you pick up the oven and put it on top of the barbecue? I don't understand how that I don't understand how that works.
Right, this beer, I've had this before and it doesn't taste like this.
You got a stout, haven't you?
Yeah, but this. No, there's something not quite right there. No, I don't know. It just tastes like it's been in the sun or something.
Mine looks like water from the Thames. That's,
no, water from the Thames is not that clean.
No, it's definitely not that clean, to be fair. No.
Does it taste nice?
I don't know. I haven't even stuck me. It smells quite citrusy, to be fair, but there's not a lot jumping out at me on this one. A little bit of citrus on it, but it looks like We've
got a beer called Saltersgate Wraith, and it is like that. And it's mad flavour, but it just looks depressing.
Nah, it doesn't taste right either.
Really?
Nah, there's not a lot going on with that.
There's something not right with this stout. I don't know if it's my glass that I put in, to be fair.
That's a shame. Wild beer normally do quite good beers. I don't want to judge it too quickly, but yeah, that's a bit nothingy. There's a bit of bitterness going on with it. 4.7% this one. Really pale. Really little carbonation. Hasn't really developed a head. It's I'm trying to get some life into it. There's a little bit of citrus on the aroma. Plenty of bitterness on it. It's got a bit of a kick to it, but
I'm just going to grab another one.
Nah, it's a bit weird. It's got an odd aftertaste to it, that one. Not very good. But yeah, 4.7% that one. Shane Pike, he's been cooking. He's cooked a chicken and ham Cajun jumbo. That sounds good, man. Chicken and ham Cajun as well. I like a bit of Cajun seasoning. Oh, beautiful. Beer Hooligan says, Paul, make the most of swearing on YouTube now before you get monetized. Yeah. I've got to cut down the swearing. I've been monetized now. I've sorted all that out. I did my pin with AdSense this morning, actually. Yeah, get warnings when you start earning if you do. All right, no more swearing on YouTube then. That's not a bother, isn't it? What's that? They said, just do it. Is that a Nike beer?
Just do it. Is Zapato.
Nike are making beers. Geppetto.
Oh, blimey, my arms. What?
No one can see that. No one can see that.
Motivational IPA.
What?
Shabba Dabba Dingo. It's a 6.9 IPA. I don't know, right? I've had a lot of beers from Beering, and I've never had a bad one. And that one, I don't know whether it's my palate because I've gone light, dark, light, dark, light. You know, I'm all over the place. But yeah, that didn't taste. It tastes like it being in the sun and turned, but it could be that it's meant to be that have that sort of vinegariness, and it could be just I can't deal with tart beers. I'm just not very good. But don't let that put you off. It could completely be me and my taste buds. So I will grab another glass from the back here.
Shane Pike, just been looking at them beers. Are they that good? Which ones, mate?
Which one's our boy?
Which beers?
Notice how the pipe looks like a night tick.
Was it?
Yeah, but he has a pipe on all his stuff.
Ooh. And he's called it Just Do It.
Yeah.
That's a bit naughty, isn't it? That's a bit cheeky. Mind you, Nike haven't used
He's got a pipe on all of his stuff.
Nike haven't used the Just Do It thing for ages now, have they?
No, it kind of fell out in the 90s, didn't it?
I think so, yeah. Don't know what Nike are doing anymore, man. Their trainers are weird.
Zapato.
Oh, all right. So, yeah, just been looking at them beers. Are they that good? I've never had one. John is definitely the man to answer that question.
Well, I've enjoyed the ones I've had so far. I'll tell you if I don't enjoy this one. I will say my favourite of the night has been that first one, that the Vellum Pale Ale from Beering. I know I had my beer, but I really enjoyed that one. That is an absolute stonker.
Just like the can wrap looks awesome. Even
it's matte to the finish as well. That's
I love that. I love that.
That's a belter. I would recommend that. Beering Vellum Pale Ale belter.
Zapato. You have to say it like that. That's how it works.
That's Beering, that one. Right, so this is the Zapato one.
Let's give him a glass. Captain Meat is asking, anyone seen The Last Dance on Netflix? Yes, I have. Loved it. I'm not even a basketball fan, but I loved that. I couldn't stop watching it. Loved it. I knew Michael Jordan was a legend before I ever watched that, and then when I watched it, I realised just like how dedicated that guy was to like winning and being like the absolute best of what he did. Got nothing but respect for Michael Jordan after watching that. Really, really good documentary in that one. Beer review, Thomas.
I'm going to die if I don't eat something.
Yeah, man. It's stopping me.
As you can see, a man of my physique needs to be...
what's it called? What food? Yeah.
So let me try this beer. It smells like Quiche Lorraine.
It's Quiche Lorraine. Does it smell like Quiche Lorraine? We could if it did.
Mango, grapefruit. More mango, actually. No, actually, ignore the grapefruit. Mango and apricot, peach, something like that. Very nice.
Quite
Not
like
a bad smell.
it's very nice. It's nice fragrance. It's nice. The window beers.
Nice. It's nice.
Great success.
The beer. It tastes nice.
Good. It's good. You want this sex?
This beer tastes like a very nice beer. All your beer reviews from now on, if you like them, at the end you go, very nice beer.
It's great. It's good. Great success. It's nice. I like the beer.
The beer tastes like a beer. I'm happy.
It tastes like Kazakhstan in vagina.
Window beer reviews with Thomas. Thanks. Time of beer. 3 a.m.
Oh, Philip, what is the time?
I don't know, but I like the wording. Thanks. Time of bit sleep up 3 a.m.
That's like he's had a few beers.
Yeah.
Bit sleep freer. And God.
My typing's like that sometimes. I'm terrible.
Top
Night,
man.
lads. Thank you for the cracking evening. No worries, Sebastian.
Thank you, sir.
Sauce boss. Thoughts on Scotty Pippen and Dennis Rodman? Loved them. Yeah, they were good. Both of them.
Scotty Pippen was the understated player of that Bulls team. He was like the assistant, wasn't he?
Rodman was really good.
He was. I remember. I mean, back in them days, it was NBA Jam, wasn't it, on Mega Drive?
Yeah, man.
And it was Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman. You
Yeah.
knew who they were, even if you weren't. I mean, I've never been a basketball fan in my life. Why would I be? Do you know what I mean? So, but you knew who Jordan was. You knew who Scottie Pippen was. You knew who Dennis Rodman was. And Pippen was like the man who assisted Jordan, helping him to be as good as he was. And Rodman was the nutter who used to just kind of slap people about, wasn't he? But
Rodman, though, wasn't he mates with what's his name? What's he called? Kim Jong-un.
yeah, well, didn't he do something over there quite recently? Do something in North Korea, Dennis Rodman.
Everyone's saying he's dead though now. Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un. Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised.
To me, Phil Jackson reminded me of Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson.
Who the hell's Phil Jackson?
Phil Jackson. Didn't he direct Lord of the Rings?
Oh.
Was it Phil Jackson? I might have got the name totally wrong.
My wife loves Lord of the Rings. I have no interest in it whatsoever.
From the furry cup. Captain meets the Avengers. The beer tastes the Kazakhstan clean me la beer lips. That's your next
downhill rapidly from this point.
Got to be a Borat.
It's not that bad. I've got to put that up. So, what are you doing tomorrow, Paul?
Work tomorrow, mate. Bit of work during the day, and then a long one today. Tomorrow, rather, and then I'm done until Sunday morning. I've got a bit of coaching to do Sunday morning.
Nice.
But, nothing on Saturday. Saturday will be a day of rest, so I'll probably just drink a lot of beer. That's usually what happens when I have a day off. Just drink beer. That's usually what happens.
It's not a bad thing.
No.
Also mates with Putin.
Jesus. Asking for trouble. Picks his mates, doesn't he, Dennis Rodman? Blimey.
It's like major mates with two major dictators.
Crazy political nut jobs. What about you, John? You busy one tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I have a delivery to make to a local place for I'm dropping some Pilsner off, and then I shall be nursing a hangover for the rest of the day.
And then I will mostly be nursing a hangover.
Yep.
Oh, Phil Jackson was the Bills. He was the Bulls coach. Yeah.
Was he the guy that they all ended up hating? Or was that the guy
that liked him? It was the owner that he was a bit weird. He was like he didn't want to rest on his laurels. He was kind of talking about getting all the players out and bringing in young players and like marching on. And they're talking about getting rid of coaches. And they all liked Phil Jackson. basically. Apart from Michael Jordan just liked himself. But that's what made him so good. He was an arsehole. That's why he was so good.
He'll probably get sued just about talking about him.
Probably. I don't want to offend the guy. He's a legend. Do you know what I mean? He's got his own trainers now. Do you know what I mean? But I've got no interest in basketball. Any game that you can't hit someone, that's not a proper sport, is it? You know.
Well, there is that. I like a good rough up. But have you ever gone and watched basketball live?
No.
I went and watched it in Sheffield at the Sheffield Arena. And it was the fastest, most exciting thing I've ever seen.
Really?
I loved it. I absolutely loved every minute of it.
Nice.
If there was an arena, like Sheffield's like 50 minutes to an hour away from me, if there was somewhere local that did that, I'd be there every week. It was yeah, it's really good.
I've always had a weird thing with basketball. It's just like, yeah, you touch someone, that's it. It's a foul. I'm just like, what? You know, it's not a proper sport. Bouncing the ball around.
No, I don't know. It's really exciting when you watch it live, and then all the crowd's going mental.
Yeah.
So I'm doing what Simon does and trying to get everybody triggered on ASMR.
Oh, no. He does, sits there munching his crisps. Anyone who enjoys the noise of someone eating crisps, there's something wrong with them. There's no ASMR in that. That just drive me mad.
I get triggered if I can hear people eating, and
Really?
I've got misophonia, so I real struggle with people making noise. If they breathe too loud, if they make it rustling with plastic on microphone, fine. In real life, I want to kill you. But I'm the noisiest blighter going. I have got nothing to say. I cannot.
That's why I've stopped myself from eating crisps. I've got a bag of Walker's Piri Piri Max Crunch sitting over there staring at me, and I'm just like, nah, I don't want to be that geezer who munches on the microphone. I don't want to be doing that because it bugs me. When Simon gets to that stage of his lives where he eats a massive bag of what's-its, it's just crunch, crunch, crunch. I'm just like, oh, Simon, shut up, mate.
Wait a minute, wasn't it Scott that was having what's-it sandwiches?
Scott's all over the what's-it sandwiches, which, to be fair, sounds incredible. But then if you start bringing bread into the conversation, we're going to start getting back to the pork pie sandwiches again, aren't we? And then I'm going to get angry again. And it's just not worth the hassle. The beer hooligan. Yeah, Bin Laden was a gooner, wasn't he? That is why you're a dirty club. That is why you are dirty.
Don't start.
Dirty club. Dirty.
It's not their fault. It's not their fault that flipping Bin Laden followed them.
Well, it is. It's the Gunners, isn't it? The Gunners. Paul, yes, I've been watching All or Nothing. We know the answer. It was nothing. Jose Mourinho. It's all for show, isn't it? It's all for show. All for show, Jose Mourinho.
I know nothing about football. I know more about collecting stamps, and I've never collected them.
It's a really good documentary, to be fair. The All or Nothing. It is really good, but it's just you could tell a lot of it's staged. And I don't have time for Jose Mourinho. Pochettino was the best thing that happened to Spurs in a long time. And when it all went wrong for him, Levy hired Mourinho, and now we've got Amazon following us, and it's all a PR thing. They're trying to sell the club.
Amazon is trying to sell your club.
I reckon Amazon want to buy the club. I reckon Amazon will be one of the. Investors.
Really?
Yeah, I reckon because we've got this new stadium, and we've not signed the naming rights deal with anyone yet. And I reckon Amazon will be one of the names in the running for it. I really think so. The Amazon Arena or something gay like that.
Harsh.
A bit, but a football stadium is a football stadium. I will always call it White Hart Lane, but it's not what it's going to be. When you watch Match of the Day or wherever, they're going to be, here we go, live to
the Quiche Lorraine, Lord's Brewing Company.
Quiche Lorraine, Lord's Brewing Company. stadium. would be
We
nothing.
love it. The
Would-
Quiche Lorraine Lords Brewing Company.
Stadium.
I would be so annoyed.
Do it. Put in a.
Why did you pay 14 million for that, John? Just to annoy you, Paul. Really?
Just to piss me off.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted to do. Spurs documentary. All or nothing. My phone's going off. All or nothing. Ha ha. Nothing for 20 years. We still finished above your mob for the last 4 years.
Whoa, with the football.
Come on, the Spurs.
This is a conversation that I can't be part to. I got hiccups.
It's for the best. It's for the best, mate. You don't want to get involved in football. It's not a gash.
What did you think of my Keith White Hart Lane?
White Hart Lane. My spiritual home.
What? I'm going to type in this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to be like, what did you think of our...
Mark, what are you drinking, mate? You must be drinking something, surely. Oh, yeah. Did anyone listen to the Lord's Brewing podcast? I did. I enjoyed it.
Did you?
I quite enjoyed it. I thought the sound quality on it was good, considering it was your first one.
Did you hear Al fart in the last few minutes?
No.
He farts, and you can hear it. I was like, dude, you can't fart in this. And he was like, trying to hold his Easter egg for all you guys that are looking. Yeah. So we decided that we pretty suck on YouTube, but we're still here. And then we thought, well, I tell you what, we'll do a bit of podcasting. So we had a go.
It's good as well.
It's not too bad, is it?
Yeah, I thought the sound quality was good. Going to be chatting about beer and other nonsense. So
Well, we're not. This mic here is a condenser mic, and we weren't using that.
right.
So we were using dynamic mics. So I've ordered some stands for having the mic in the right place. So the volume. Problem is, it's really strange. You talk, and then gradually you get more and more relaxed, and you stop like pronouncing everything and being loud, and then you start.
You start forgetting that you're broadcasting, don't you?
Yeah, you just get all relaxed and chilled. That is why I love FSG, as they are developing the ground and not building a new super stadium. I have no idea what FSG is.
What's FSG? I don't know what FSG is.
Full sausage.
Full sausage, what?
Full sausage gravel. That's what it stands for. This is why I love full sausage gravel, as they are developing the ground and not building a new super stadium.
Love a bit of full sausage gravel.
Yeah, that's it. No, don't drink on school nights unless it's 10 Duval.
Yeah. What's FSG? I'm intrigued now. What's FSG?
Fulham sausage gravel. Football soon. Go.
Football soon. Goats.
Full. Sid. George.
George. Full Sid George.
Football sounds good. That's it.
God. How good is it?
I clicked the wrong button and kicked myself out. Rita. Oh,
Fenway Sports Group. Right. Okay.
no, it's not. It's full. Football sounds good.
Yeah, this is why I love Fenway Sports Group, as they are developing the ground and not building a super stadium. Okay. Yeah, whatever.
No, it's not. That is why I love football sounds good as
Any football fans that like their owners, there's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with them, man.
FSG, the Fenway Sports Group.
They own the Boston Red Sox as well. They were like, apart from the Yankees, like the biggest franchise in Major League Baseball.
Right.
You ever watch Moneyball?
No. I'm so rubbish. When it comes to sports, it's like, have you done this? No.
You ever watch sport?
Sports? No. Do you know, I stopped watching Formula One because it annoyed me. As an ex-racing driver, I just got so irritated. It was just like hours of tyre management.
Right.
And I was like, I don't want to see tyre management. I want to see teams developing good cars that have tyres that are not going to go bang and drive cars really, really flipping fast and make loads of noise. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And it wasn't happening. So I started watching stadium trucks. So if you ever, any of you guys, all 11 of you that are still watching us at 11:30,
Tens of people.
Tens of people, like Simon's like, 200 people. We had a really bad night. We were like 11. Yeah, we're like flipping rocking it at 11. There was, stadium trucks is like trucks which are meant for off-road, on-road, on a circuit, and then they put jumps in, and they're all the same, and it's all down to the driver. Flip it, and the setup, obviously.
That's
amazing.
What the run. I ain't got interest in it because if they're not driving the same car, what's the point?
Well, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't mind them having different cars because it's all down to development. But there is something to be said for competitive racing where they have similar cars and it's all down to the driver. And then NASCAR, I love NASCAR, and my biggest thing that I love above all motorsport is drag racing. I flipping love it.
Really?
Yeah, I love drag racing. I love street racing where if you've ever seen Street Outlaws, Memphis Street Outlaws, No Prep Kings, all that kind of stuff, like it's all about, you can have the fastest, most powerful car in the world, but if you can't get it to hook on that road, you ain't winning anything. You'll just spin the tires and you'll lose. I love it. I don't Arsenal have been the same since leaving Highbury, and I think Spurs will be the same. You go to them grounds and you can be anywhere. Anfield looks like Anfield.
Yeah, the Arsenal example, because they moved again, but Tottenham is still Tottenham. The stadium has been built on the site of White Hart Lane, so it will always be White Hart Lane. Arsenal were just pikeys. They move and then they call it home. That's what they do. They're a dirty club. Anfield will always be Anfield, but Liverpool fans will always be arseholes. So that's what it is.
That's so savage. I don't get it. I met Liverpool fans. They're perfectly nice people.
It's not personal. It's just Liverpool fans are dickheads. They just really are.
I know a guy who's a Liverpool fan. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met.
It will be. Get them away from football. They're lovely. But as soon as you start talking about football with a Liverpool fan or an Arsenal fan for that matter, they become arseholes. It's in their blood. It happens.
I don't get it. This guy, Simo, has put at the Beer Hooligan, he's more interested in I can't talk today. NFL teams than your lot. Yeah, and Simo, I might add, the photo of your fantastically long locks is looking like a Mickey take because I can't grow hair like that. I'm genuinely jealous.
Stan Kroenke, he owns the LA Rams, doesn't he?
What, Simo? Do you own the LA Rams? No way, dude. That's the buying into a brewery.
Stan Kroenke, he's like the main shareholder at Arsenal. He owns the LA Rams, and they were in the Super Bowl a couple of years back. So he's all over that at the moment. He's not bothered about what Arsenal do.
The La Rams.
The La Rams. The La Rams.
Paul Charlton put the chosen 11. I have no idea what that means.
The chosen 11. Could be anyone.
No idea. I don't even know what's referring for. I'm guessing it's football. I wanted him out when he arrived in 2008. Kronk is a wrong 'un, and he's taking millions from our club. We're talking football now. I have no idea. The problem with F1 is people running it. I agree, Captain Meets Adventures. Not messed around, banning active suspension. Senna would be alive. The car was designed to run. Active suspension, the car does not crash. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And also the steering column was really weak sauce. Paul does not like Liverpool games for 2019.
Again, well, in Madrid that weekend, they were absolutely fantastic. It was a fantastic weekend, and every Liverpool fan I met that weekend was absolutely brilliant. The game was destroyed by the referee. Whichever way you look at it, giving you lot a fucking penalty 30 seconds in was
easy target.
Disgraceful.
Easy target.
Disgraceful. And you know.
Leeds. Can't wait to be back in the Premiership as Leeds are another club whose fans hate Spurs.
Why would Leeds fans hate Spurs?
I have no idea.
There's like no reason for it whatsoever. Everyone hates Arsenal. You're a bunch of mug.
So glad Dirty Leeds are back. Why are you calling them that? I don't understand this. It's so nasty, and it's not like motorsport. We don't talk like this about people.
As soon as football gets involved, I switch. I switch. It's a tribal thing. It's in me. It's in my blood.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Nah, I don't get it. Don't make any sense. I want a perfect draft machine, man.
Oh, look at this. Simo's put, I bought one of these perfect draft machines, smashed through 2 kegs already in a week.
Are they like 6 litres, them kegs?
Nah, they're not 6. Are they 6 litres?
Have I got the wrong end of the stick? I thought they were 6 kegs, them perfect draft.
It's the perfect draft, the Krups one.
No, the Krups one is the Krups one. The perfect draft is the Phillips one. The Krups one is a 2 litre. I'm sure the perfect draft is a 6 litre. No, he's got one. I know, hasn't he?
Woo! Simo, you're a beast. Yeah, he's put 10 pints. He's had 20 pints in a week.
Rashid.
Wow, that's some serious beerage. Wowzer. See, we've been looking at all these machines, and we were trying to work out how you speak to the manufacturers and try and get some containers and put your branding in. And it is like an iron vault. Like, could you imagine? I'd love to do our beers in those kind of containers, but it's all the big companies, it's all the big boys.
I really want a perfect draft, man. I really want one. I've got it on my Christmas list. I'm going to send it to Santa now. Gaza. It was my first footballing hero, and I had the pleasure of meeting him last year, and it was awesome.
You met him? No way.
Yeah, I've got a picture upstairs, framed. Me and Gaza.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Even I know who Gaza is, and I'm a football.
It was. He's a lovely guy. Fell on hard times, but he was just on his day, just the most gifted footballer you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
There we go. That's me and there's a camera on this fucking thing. There we go. There's me and Paul Gascoigne.
Wow. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolute legend. Absolute legend, man. Lovely guy. And let's say literally me growing up, my earliest memories of football was Gaza pretty much in a Spurs shirt and in an England shirt in Italy in 1990. You know what I mean? Gaza was just my hero. So
and they did I remember, get this, I was walking around a car boot sale and they had a Ferrari Testarossa in a box, and it was the Italia 90 special edition that Barago did.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, and I tried to buy it and he wanted 60 quid for it, and I was like, I ain't giving you 60 quid for that. But the Barago, the company that made the models, was owned by the Italian mafia.
Oh, really?
And probably still is.
Yikes.
Yeah, so that's pretty crazy. Dirty Leeds got the name in the 70s as they were really dirty back then.
Billy
Well, like
Bremner.
dirty, like they didn't wash, or dirty because they played.
Billy Bremner days when they were dirty Leeds back then.
Why?
Dirty Leeds.
Why though? Is that because they played rough?
Yeah, they had an aggressive way to them, an aggressive style, aggressive tactics. They get in amongst it. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
For me, I like that. I'll go with that.
Yeah,
6 litre keg, 6 litre. Oh, that's not too bad.
6 litre keg. Yeah, you can return them, aren't you? I heard there's a bit of a ball ache returning them apparently, but
You can return them.
well, you can do. It gets your money off your next purchase apparently.
Staycation. Crops 2 litre PD is 6 litres.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What's the one? Right, there's one of them. See, I don't use these things because I don't need to because I've got a big fat bar. And I just turn my chiller on and put my keg on. I'm like, oh, what should I put on today? I've got 50 litres of Pilsner. Right, I'll put that on, click. And it's done. And then I just go, oh, I'll run through 2 litres and throw it away. And then it's like, I'm like, oh, it's 4 degrees. I might actually have that like at 1. Yeah, I'll turn the cooler. Oh, that's 1 degree. Feels the yeah, and then fill up my growler and bring it home. So yeah, I have no idea what these machines do because I don't use them. Yeah, I feel jealous because I think if I could get my beer into those, I'd probably sell loads.
I really fancy the perfect draft machine. It looks like a nice bit of kit. Does look nice.
Is it the one though that when people use it, they just get foam for ages and no one can seem to?
I think they all do. All these machines, you kind of put the keg in, wire it up, and then you pull your first pint. You just get a pint of foam.
Right. Okay. I'll tell you something. When we get a keg of beer, 50 litres, we move it out of the cold room, right, and it's 6 degrees or something like that, and then we clip it on. If I don't put the chiller on, it'll be foamy.
Yeah.
But if I cool it right down, it'll be perfect when I pour it.
Yeah.
By the time I've poured it and it's freezing cold to your lips, it's gone up 3 or 4 degrees.
But even in the boozer, when they've just changed the barrel, you always get a foamy one to start off with, don't you?
Yeah, it's what, on a hand pull or on a keg?
Yeah, on a hand. Well,
a hand pull is different because it's just you're pulling through air and some crap and everything else that's in that beer because you've jiggled it around. So with a keg, it's different.
It should be.
Say like we've had a keg. If you're putting CO2 into it, because you're putting CO2 in a lot of these machines that I'm seeing that everybody's using. They use air, and air comes in and pressurizes it and pushes it out. But the problem with the air is it's not sterile, so the beer will turn really quick.
Right.
So we put sterile CO2 into the keg, which pushes the beer out. Yeah?
Right.
So if we have a keg that has not been in a cold room and it's at room temperature, basically what happens is we push the gas into the keg, the beer comes out, it goes into the chiller, and it goes through like 2 meters of coiled stainless steel, which is sat in an ice cold water. And then when you pull it through the tap, it cools that beer as it comes in. Now the problem is, if you can't cool that beer down to around 2 or 3 degrees, it will foam. So with a Krups machine, I reckon key is to make sure those kegs are really cold before you put them in the machine.
Yeah, I think that's what people have been doing because I know Scott's got one. He's got the Krups machine, and I think the idea is you put the crap in the fridge for a little while, get it nice and cold, then whack it in the machine. They reckon they take ages to get it to the. You've got to wait for the light to go green before the machine thinks it's ready to serve. So I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind a craps just to get me started. But ideally, I want the perfect draft machine. That's the one I'm after. That just looks like
Right.
a bit of kit. Does look good.
There is a really cool one that somebody keeps sending me a message for, and I keep responding, but the guy's obviously clearly busy. And it's what a lot of the bars use, and you can just put any Sankey or key keg and whack a keg on, and that bad boy will chill it and send it to you, no problem. But you need to be able to drink 30 to 50 liters in a fairly quick time.
Get out.
Yeah. What we got here? Booked a week off for work and thought, sod it, let's have it.
Let's have it.
Why not? Why not? If I didn't have 3 kids, well, we just went to the Isle of Wight. It was awesome. £5 keg return. Hey, you know when I said the van was banging? Did I tell you, Paul?
Yeah.
It needs a shock absorber.
I was to say, I was watching your live and you were shaking about all over the shop.
Yeah. It needs a shock absorber and a top mount. I couldn't believe it. I was like, that van has done 20,000 miles.
Really?
20,000.
What is it? A Vauxhall Vivaro?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It cost. Do you know how much that van was new?
No.
34 grand.
What?
That's what they cost. We didn't obviously we lease it, but that is the cost of that van new is 34. With the VAT, yeah, with the VAT retail.
That's shocking.
It's the higher brake horsepower twin turbo. It's got all the bits on it. But yeah, 34,000 quid. And the shock doesn't he was banging the day we got it, but it wasn't leaking. And then I took it in today.
Yeah.
Yesterday, and they were like, it's knackered. So there you go. Shane Pike, but it's awesome. I don't know. Oh, the £5. Yeah.
I do want one.
I found you get about half a pint of foam with the very first ball, but it's not the end of the world. No, well that's it. To be honest with you, if that was on a bar, half a pint to 2 pints of foam wouldn't be the end of the world. So on a machine, beer is a funny thing to pour. The perfect draft is supposed to last for 30 days at 3 degrees. Whoa. I'm not sure how it all works, but I'm sure the beer hooligan will be able to explain the intricacies of it. The issue for me is, Simo, if you're not introducing a sterile gas, if you are in a room,
getting some munchies. One sec.
Yeah, if you're in a room and there's no possible bacterial kind of anything and the air is fairly sterile, it could last 30 days at 3 degrees. But if I don't know. If you I know it sounds ridiculous, but if you coughed into the inlet where it takes the air in to pressurize it, then that beer would be done fairly quick. I would guess. The perfect draft kegs are pressurized. So what? Are they pre-pressurized with CO2? The problem is if you're dispensing beer from a canister, then you're putting something in to replace that. So if you're putting air in, then that air, unless it's sterilized on the way in, unless they've got, do they have filters in them, Paul?
What's that?
So these draft machines, do they have do they have any way of filtering the air that goes into the canister to push out the beer?
I'm not sure. And all I know is I make a bloody racket. So I'm assuming that pressure's going somewhere.
It's more to me, it's to do with sterilizing the air that goes into the beer to make it last longer. I think the bag is a bag of beer and compressed pushes the bag. Oh yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense. That's probably what it is then. So we've got polykegs at work, and the polykeg is just like a bag of beer. Yeah, it looks like a diving tank. So the air comes in and pushes the bag, and the bag literally squeezes all the beer out. So actually, that made perfect sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier, but that makes perfect sense. So that would work absolutely perfectly, and you would get no contamination in your beer. So I was completely wrong. There you go.
Mark's saying the same.
Yeah, pressurized bag. Yeah, polykegs. There you go. Yeah, it's the same. So there you go. I don't know why I didn't think of that as I was talking about it.
All I know is I want one.
So, who wants to buy our man Paul a perfect draft? Excuse me.
Father Christmas. Father Christmas is bringing me my perfect draft machine
Is she out at work at the moment?
because he's real. Yeah, she's on. She's on till 12. She'll probably be home soon, actually. She'll probably come in the front door. She'll be like, "Are you still on drinking beer?" And I'll be like, "No."
Oh gosh, I got a right sneeze going on then.
Got an allergic.
No, I don't think so. Oh gosh, excuse me.
Right.
I'm feeling my age right now. So, question for everybody. It's an important question.
Important question.
We still haven't fully decided on a name for our wood saison.
You still not named it?
We still not named it, and I need to order labels the next 2 days. So, is it log jam? Say what? Beer Hooligan had a couple of suggestions, and I can't remember what they were. I need names for my wood fermented saison. What we got? Come on, peeps! Smash out some comments if you're not asleep.
I thought you were going to get it out for Christmas. If you got it out for Christmas, I was going to say call it "Tis the Saison."
Tis the saison. It'll be way earlier than that. It's going into bottle next week.
Yeah. So it's got to be say what?
Oh, look at that!
You just got.
I want the biggest share of the screen.
You like huge.
I'm just playing. I'm playing with the screen, the settings here.
I'm sitting there eating crisps. I do apologise. I'm starving, man.
Well, I have to eat something. Oh, look at that! Zoom.
You need bad boys.
Walker's Max Strong.
Fiery, piri.
Right. Okay. Oh, I'm going the wrong way here.
They got kicked.
So, right. Somewhere along the line, I've fallen out with Walker's crisps.
What?
Right. I can have their salt vinegar, their Marmite. I'll have the prawn cocktail. I'll have the ready salted. Can't go wrong with it. But their sensation stuff is flipping awful.
Quite like their Thai chili ones.
No, don't like it.
I like them. I quite like them.
Woody Harrelson. So what you did there? It is the saison to be jolly. Do you know what though? That has been done quite a few times. Say it ain't wood. Say it ain't wood. Don't know about them. Don't know. Tricky. I like log jam. That's my favourite. Log jam.
Log jam.
Yeah.
It's not as good as say what though, is it?
Well, I like say what as well. I don't know.
That's a great beer.
Say what?
Great name for a beer. Say what?
So, right, okay. I am a serial hobbyist. I'll have a hobby. I'll go mental 2 years or whatever on a hobby, and I'll buy loads of stuff and I'll do it all, and then I want to do another hobby. What is your hobby? What is it that you're interested in? I'll show you behind here. I got right into RC cars. Let me these beer cans. So, this is a little Chinese RC car that all metal chassis. It's got like metal shock tops. Do you know how much that thing is? That's crazy. This thing will do like 40 mile an hour, no problem.
40 mile an hour.
Oh, this thing is mental, absolutely mental. That thing costs £56 with a controller.
Bloody hell.
It's an absolute monster.
So 40 mile an hour, that don't seem too bad.
No, it's an absolute weapon. But you guarantee like £4 of parts will fall off it during that that one drive. That's what's like inside. Absolutely huge brush motor. So my question is, what is your hobby? Do you have a hobby? If you do have a hobby, what do you spend your money on? Where do you go? As a serial hobbyist, let me know. I've been looking at this thing called a Traxxas Bandit VXL, which is only about, it's like 159 quid. But you can turn it into a drag car.
So 40 mile an hour for that little thing, that seems crazy.
Oh, it's mad. And then we've got like that big old Land Rover up there. That thing, that's not fast at all, but it'll just climb anything. That one up there, that's a WL Toys one, which is the same as that one over there. The only difference is that one's made with bendier plastic and doesn't break. That one's got a limited slip diff at the back. There's another one in there which is an A959, which is a mental thing as well, which I haven't run in ages, absolutely ages. Drinking beer, that's a hobby. I'll go with that. Woody Woodpecker. I can imagine what's it called? Woodpecker cider coming after us. What we got here? Max Strong jalapeno and cheese are the dog's danglies.
I really like them. They're really nice.
I've not had them.
Really good. I like these.
Jalapenos.
This range with cheese and jalapeno, they're really nice. And they got a nice kick to them. My tongue is on fire right now, man, but I can't stop eating. So I'm well hungry.
Really?
Yeah.
Fishing and beer. Now, those are two things that I could totally get into. Only problem is I'm like 150 miles from any water.
Oh.
And nowhere near the sea. Nowhere near the sea.
But it's narrower up your end, so you think you should be near the sea.
It's about a couple of hours in either direction, if you want to say, at least. It did my head in, because I grew up by the sea. It was shocking. What's he put here? Knocking back about 8 of these 99p little wheat beers, cheap and slightly cheaper, reminds me of a few dodgy nights in Eastern Europe. All I say is, when you're drinking wheat beer, it can give you the worst hangover you've ever had.
Is that Patronus stuff?
Oh, ethers. It's ethers. I spend most of my money on beer and PC games and upgrades. Fair enough.
Never been a PC man. Always been consoles.
See, I've built this PC that we're using now, and it is a monster, but it's all old gear. so it costs nothing.
All right.
Shane is just abusing us now.
She's a thief in your kitchen window. You live in the lighthouse.
No. Well, if it's got any elevation, it should be all right. You can't be a burger. Oh, I could murder a burger. Do you know what we had tonight? These cheese. What were they? They were like chicken thingamajiggies, like Kievs, and they were meant to have cheese and bacon in them. They're like the picture on the box is like all this cheese flowing out with bits of bacon. You know, there was naff all in them. Like literally, they were empty. And I looked when my wife made them. I looked in the pan because sometimes I get a hole and like it all leaks out. There was nothing in them. No, like dry as a bone. Luckily, I had Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. So as we say, the sauce boss.
You've got to make your own burgers.
Simo, don't be a simp. That's harsh. Why is he a simp? He's not being a simp. Tailor says, oh, it's getting all savage here. What's going on? Why is it? Have they had a fallout earlier?
They know each other, don't they?
Do they?
They got to do, don't they? That kind of banter.
I don't get it though. A simp is someone that sucks up to a woman for no given reason.
Is it?
Apparently. Well, neither of us are women, so I'm slightly concerned. But
Yeah, they know each other, yeah.
being in PC and upgrades, I don't see an issue with that. Here we go. So Paul Charlton put hobbies: metal, rock, Derby County Football Club, and boozing. No,
Much me.
No. And he's put here, we actually know each other.
There you go.
So they're basically being savage to one another for no good reason.
Yeah. So me, I'm like music, Tottenham Hotspur, and beer. Pretty much my life.
What would mine be? Family. Having 3 kids is 90% of what I do.
Yeah.
Business. I actually enjoy what I do. So I enjoy building business. So that is like a hobby and a thing at the same time. But it's not always fun. So it can bring you some heartache along the way.
Yeah.
Hobbies wise, it's got to be like stuff that I can do with my kids. So all this RC car stuff, it's come out of doing stuff with my children. And then I would say anything that we can do together as a family is probably a hobby thing. I really want a muscle car. That's what I want.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting for the day when that big fat check rolls in on a flatbed. Then I can order my my muscle car.
So what's
So there you go. You are?
What's the muscle car you're going to get?
Well, I did my apprenticeship when I was a techie. I did it on Jeep Chrysler. So I'd really like a Dodge Challenger Hellcat.
Ooh.
And I'd like the red eye one. Or I'd take a Demon if I had that much money.
I like the Hellcat. I know. I'm not sure about the Demon. What colour is the Demon coming?
It's exactly the same car, but a different. It's slightly more horsepower, and it's set up for drag racing.
I've seen the Hellcat in like a camo paint.
Yeah, it's a beast.
A camo matte paint finish. Oh, it's a beast, man.
But that car is based on the Chrysler 300C, which
Right.
is based on the old 2 generations ago Mercedes E-Class.
I like the Chrysler 300C.
Yeah,
Always
based
like
on it, and that was a Mercedes E-Class platform from 2008.
oh.
So that car has been around donkey's years, and all they've done is add more and more horsepower to it. So you could buy it with like 800 or 900 horsepower. Bonkers, absolutely bonkers.
It's a nice looking car. I like the grille on it.
Yeah,
When you pull that out, you're like, yeah, that's a bit of class. That, yeah.
it's loud. It's loud. It's like, look, I'm here. As a modest person like myself, it's probably not something I can drive.
I love a Mustang. I've always liked Mustangs, man.
Yeah, Mustang's cool.
That'll be my dream car. I don't too much like the new shape. If money wasn't an issue, I get the 67 GT fastback. That shape, that body, but to have all the mod cons put on it. I think that car's stunning.
A resto mod. It's called a resto mod.
A resto mod.
Yeah, so it's like modified with all the modern stuff, but it's an old restored car.
Oh,
So you
right.
put all, like your disc brakes on. I'm messing around with your leg. See that I've got little Lego bricks,
Oh,
but USBs.
love it.
So when I used to do mapping, my company was called EC Digi, and we used to have our logo is like a Lego brick with chip legs on it,
Right.
and so I used to give customers one of these after, and it would have their original data that I pulled off their ECU and the tune file. So if I ever stopped doing it, they've still got the original and the tune file on a little Lego brick that
Oh, wow.
any tuner could use. But now
That's really
they're
cool.
really useful for like beer stuff. So yeah, for moving videos and podcasts.
That's really cool. That's a nice little feature.
One last beer for the night, I reckon. Yeah, I'm pretty much done now. I'm ready for bed. Yeah, them Hellcats sound good. They do. Seriously, mental. New Masters are a bit like Hot Wheels cars, but they are the old ones are brilliant. I do like the Mustangs. I do like them. They seem like an accessible way to get to muscle cars.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've got the 2.5 or you got the 5 litre.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have a V8 if you're going to do it.
I'd go full tilt. But I just don't like the new shape isn't the one. We got to go
No,
old.
no, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. Well, we've had a really good live stream. We've been on for
Bloody hours.
wow.
I've
I'm
enjoyed it.
impressed.
I've enjoyed it. I've had a skinful.
I'm going to have the worst headache known to man tomorrow. After this, I will be drinking water, eating Rene's, and trying to find something to eat.
I'm going to do a pork pie sandwich after this.
You're still upset about that, are you?
Yeah, that works.
I don't get it. I agree with you. Like, why? Why would you put a pork pie in a sandwich?
Makes no sense. The texture
Unless
don't
you
work.
sliced it and then put it in. But even then, it's still a bit odd.
It still doesn't make sense. You're munging through soft bread to get to a crunchy pastry, which is covering then. I mean, pork pies, I'm not saying they're tough, but when you munch through the pork in a pork pie, generally that's going to be tougher than a slice of bread, right?
Yes, I would say so.
Why would you put a pork pie in a fucking sandwich? It makes no, makes no sense. Doesn't make sense.
I don't know what to say, mate. It's one of these mysteries like Quiche Lorraine in the 20th century.
Quiche
I tell
Lorraine.
you what, I am so keen to see on Friday if anybody mentions Kieth Lorraine.
I'm going to buy a Quiche Lorraine tomorrow, man. I'm going to finish work. I'm going to go to the supermarket and buy a Quiche Lorraine.
Are you really?
But I love Quiche Lorraine. I love her. I love her.
I want to see a review.
A Quiche Lorraine review. I would do it tomorrow night. I would do a Quiche Lorraine review on
Really?
my channel with with that.
No, wait. Right. Yeah.
Just saying, I have that, so no one can say nothing to me. That is the Omnipollo Imperial Stout. That is a hazelnut cupcake or something like that. Hazelnut cupcake stout, 11% ABV. I have one. And I'm going to review that with some Quiche Lorraine.
You better do it. You got to do it.
Job done.
Totally and utter going to call you out if you don't.
Yeah, I've got to do it now.
Pork pie butty sounds pretty good. Wax and brown sauce. See, this is a man that gets it, but I don't get it. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, all right, okay. I think the key is that the bread is it's merely an informality. It's all about the brown sauce.
Brown sauce with a pork pie, I totally get. I like Branston pickle with a pork pie.
Yeah, but I think the bread is a mere vehicle for your HP sauce.
Just for it to soak into.
Yeah, that's it. It's not there for any other reason than to carry all the brown sauce around your pork pie.
It's still the texture thing that's worrying me. You know, you get that full sense of security when you munch into that soft slice of bread and then bang, pork pie, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? What do I do? That would confuse the hell out of me. It's just my brain can't comprehend the idea of a pork pie sandwich.
Right,
Definitely.
everybody's bailing on us now. And, well, saying that, we've got 10.
10 people still watching.
They want a medal.
I've given up drinking. I've done drinking. I've got work tomorrow morning, and I'm assuming most of you got work in the morning.
I'm still here. 10 minutes past midnight.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm done.
I am worn out.
Yeah. I want to say thank you to everyone who was watched tonight, because it's been a laugh. I've had a laugh.
Yeah.
From me, Scott and John, and then through to the second section, which is me and John. Everyone who stuck with us, thank you very much for watching this, because you've made it, basically. If no one else had been watching, it would have been a bit weird, wouldn't it, mate? You know, it would have been a bit odd. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you, John, for hosting the second bit.
No, that's all right, mate. We could have done it on yours, but you're a technophobe.
Technology, mate, it doesn't work for me.
It took me a while, to be fair. I was like, if it hadn't been for Kent, we'd have been stuffed.
Yeah. Abby's literally just come in the front door.
Abby!
So,
hello, Abby. We love you, Abby. Thank you for all you do with the nurse.
Nurse.
How much do you add?
Now you're back. You can put a derved in and chill out with the derv.
Yeah, we need a Quiche Lorraine.
We need a Quiche in the oven. A Quiche in the oven.
Do you have derved?
A what?
A derved, a DVD, a derved for the
derved.
DVD, the turd.
In the derved player.
In the derved.
And a Quiche in the oven.
In the Bless you, love. And you're marrying this lunatic in 2 weeks.
I am, yeah.
Hello, girl.
I am. Great success.
You're my best husbands. And then you'd be like, and we've got kids on the way, and then that's all to come.
That's all to come.
That's it, nothing else.
Nothing else.
And you'd be like, John, how do you deal with this? And I'll be like, oh, I did that a while ago. It's the lunatics.
Done, mate. I'm a pro now.
Get this. So Micah, our little boy, you met Micah, didn't you?
I met Micah, yeah.
Yeah, so Micah's a legend. That
Yeah.
little boy has been through more than anybody could ever imagine. He's adopted. He's just a dude. He's just cool as. He went to school. First day, did really well. Second day, got his first warning.
What do you do?
I don't know what he did. Dude, you're only allowed 3 cards, and then you get like a consequence card, and then they ring your parents.
Oh,
The
wow.
second day, he got his first card. I was like, dude, at this rate, you're gonna have the full set by the end of the week. We need to have a chat. So, but he was good as gold today. So
A bit about him, isn't he? I see him tussling with your older boy the other night, and I thought, yeah, he's got a bit about him.
oh, did you see him scrapping?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't know. They proper scrap, those two. They proper fight. Kobe's really good at taekwondo as well.
He was saying he's the one who's trained, isn't he? But
Yeah,
Michael-
he's trained. He's a trained fighter.
Michael was ready for a punch up. He wanted to row with him, so it was great.
Oh, he does. But this is what happens. Micah has got all of the. He's no quitter. He's got no quit in him. He will just go and go and go. And Kobe, because he can just defend himself, he'll just keep knocking him back and laughing. Like I've seen Micah like proper strike Kobe in the face, and Kobe just laughs. And poor Micah just gets really angry, and it's just like I end up having to pull the boys apart from each other in lockdown. Like I was constantly stopping them from like tit for tat rowing, and then they just one day they just unleashed on each other. So I was almost like a referee. And once I got it all out, they were hugging and crying, and they were like, "I'm sorry, Michael, I love you." And Kobe and Leonard Michael's like, "I love you, Kobe." So they're cute. They're good kids.
They were lovely last week.
Yeah.
Nice seeing them. It was nice seeing them.
I like the fact that they told you after, Daddy bribed us with a tenner.
He did. The second we were driving you back, he goes, Dad, because we were good, you said you were going to give me £10. And I was like, I didn't say nothing. I thought, I'm not going to get involved in that. I said, Daddy's told you he's going to give you a tenner. He's giving you a tenner. I thought there's nothing I was going to say that was going to change that.
I don't know why he's laughing, because he'd do the same thing.
Well, he got a tenner. He did. Well, they got a tenner between them.
Fair play to him.
Yeah, no, but they're good. They're not bad kids.
They learn, don't they? Really quickly, kids, like the values. Like you say money, and they just think money, sweets, ice cream. Think all the stuff they can get with that. They know. They associate you with money.
Kobe is super good with money. He's like a proper saver.
Wow.
So if you look behind me, just there's a yellow car.
Yeah.
That was like 70 quid, and he saved all his money to get it because he saw it on YouTube and he wanted it.
Blimey.
Yeah. And it took him. I think it took him about 4 or 5 months to save that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen this? Your fiance's waiting for a quiche Lorraine.
Where's my quiche?
I mean, I wanted the quiche too, so
Where's my quiche?
shops aren't 24 hours anymore, are they?
Yeah, what's that about?
Right, so he sits here drinking beer whilst I'm working hard, and I'm the one that's got to bring the quiche home. How does that work?
That's how it works. Exactly.
Listen. My wife, just so you know, bought me Rennies.
So yeah, she brought down Rennies for him. She got the Rennies in there. I don't even feel that bad.
It's not.
I haven't stood up yet.
It's early hours of the morning. I just get acid reflux, especially after drinking beer. I've abused my body like no one.
Like no one. Like no one. Oh dear. Yeah, she's definitely running for Quiche Lorraine. Respect to paramedics, 100%.
Yeah. I don't know how you do it, actually. I wouldn't do it.
I couldn't do what Abby does. I hate people. I couldn't do that job.
It's not that. I just don't want to see.
That's most people, not all people.
Yeah, most. I don't like most people. I prefer animals, if I'm honest. So
Yeah, I get that. My best mate is Mrs. put her foot in the lawnmower recently.
oh,
Yeah,
how?
the paramedics turned up and they were like, "Holy cow!" And luckily, her mate, who is trained, I want to say intensive care nurse, and she is also a sister and something else. She trained in the UK. She works in Sweden. She turned up, got out of her taxi, and my best mate's missus had literally just put her foot in a lawnmower. So the paramedics turned up at the same time as her, and between them, they managed to save most of her foot.
How'd you put your foot in a lawnmower?
So what she did was, do you have wheelie bins where you are?
Yeah.
Right. So what she did was, she was mowing the lawn, but it was like a fly mow, and she had a pair of Nike trainers on, and she did what you would do with a wheelie bin, put her foot on the lawnmower, and then pulled the handle back to try and get it to lift up on the grass.
Yeah.
She hadn't got her foot on it properly, and it's if you imagine, it's got a pivot point, isn't it?
So I lifted from the back.
Yeah, so she pulled it and then pushed it, and then it flipped back like that, and her foot went straight.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Ouch.
Yeah, it was Al's missus.
Fly mows don't do a good job of lawns. How the hell they do a good job of her foot?
Well, it was horrific. I mean, like proper horrific. So, I mean, and the worst bit is Al's surname is Toes.
Better.
But his missus is hard as nails. I said, he's lucky it was Gina and not you, because if it had been you, you'd have been like, we'd never have seen you for the next 2 years.
You watch, Nike will be testing now. They'll be testing when they make their new trainers whether they're like Flymo proof.
Oh, man. And it was that bad that their neighbour bought them a new lawnmower, so they'd never use that lawnmower again.
Yeah. If I'd my foot in a Flymo, I don't think I'd want to look at it again, to be fair.
Well, that's the thing. For me, that's why I couldn't be a paramedic.
Nah, mate, I'm the same. I watched that as the ambulance program.
Yeah.
To see the stuff that Abby has to respond to, and I'm just like, nah.
No way.
People suck. I don't like them enough to help them out when they're struggling. No chance. No chance. Absolutely not.
Peeling people off the side of the motorway and all that.
Nah, mate. If I see a dog laying there or something, I help him. But if it's a person, I'm like, nah. You're on your own, mate.
It's just something.
I mean, it's nice to know what those priorities are.
Animals, mate. Animals. They were here before us. We should be loving them, not people, really. We're dicks. So that's my opinion.
Fair enough. Loving animals is your thing. So get this.
Animals don't answer back. You know that?
All night he's been going on about how he wants to borrow my bottle opener, and I don't really know why. And I said, no, Paul, you can't have it. But he just goes on and on and on. It's my bottle opener. It's called Bottoms Up Brenda.
I mean,
so how it works.
Well, you get your bottle and then you give it a bit of a whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Cheek, bottle openers a bum bum. That's brilliant.
I mean, her face is a bit
That's cool.
looks a bit like a bloke.
She's really surprised to see us.
She's a bit shiny as well.
Well, there's a lot of girls that come out of tanning salons that look a bit like that.
Exactly. Looking fantastic.
Fabulous.
Kim Kardashian.
I'll buy
It's a weird gift. Somebody bought me this thinking I'd really love it. It's a bit strange. Don't you think it's a bit weird? And I was like, where the heck did you buy that? And I was expecting like some dodgy website. He went, oh, B&M Bargains. I was like,
What?
yeah, that's one of our stranger gifts.
Love it.
Yeah, man. Well, look, this has been lovely.
Yeah.
I could really do with some food and some water.
I think that's a good idea, mate. Get some grabbing you. Get some
I've
water.
look at that. I've given up.
Wow. Well done. I finished that. I finished the Quantic by Wild Beer. That was bad. That wasn't a good beer at all, which is a shame.
I like the colour. I like the look of it, though. I thought if it could deliver the flavour, it would be quite cool.
Nice wrap. Nice looking can. Just a really bad beer. So there you go. But apart from that, that's a really nice beers tonight. Band in Car by Lords was good. If you ever find out who brewed that one, let me know.
Yeah, I'll tell him. I'll tell him.
You obviously haven't worked hard enough. There's still beer on the kitchen side.
I've still got more to go, haven't I?
How many have you got?
Too many.
So many.
How many has he got? How many has he got?
3, 4, 5.
I lose count. There's
7.
boxes of it everywhere.
I got a shelf full of stouts and porters up there, and I've got on the side I've got lighter stuff, lagers and Weissens and things, and I've got about half a dozen in the fridge. I've got too many beers.
Too many.
Not too many beers.
What?
Say what?
Say what?
Far too many.
Say what?
So
I don't have that many. I just don't have that many.
you've got your beer 52 box over there.
And I've got loads of beers in that box as well. I've not finished drinking yet as well, so plenty of beers. I'm all good. So I've got to go stop shopping, basically.
I should have messaged you. I just sent you a message saying, "Here, do you want to buy some beer off me?" You swine.
Buy some beer, mate. Buy some beer. No one's getting run. No one's getting low on beers. Right. So yeah, again, everyone, thank you for watching, and I will leave John to hit the goodbye button. Make sure you subscribe to Lord's Brewing. Subscribe to Paul's beer reviews if you want. That'd be cool. And obviously, Beer Wonder for hosting us in the first place. That was great.
Absolutely. I just remember Paul's got over 1,000 and I've not even got 200. So
That's all right, I'll go back
We've got to get Lord's Brewing up there because they deserve it, because the beer's fantastic. Really, really good beer.
I will say though, we've been slackers, so we should have been putting stuff up all the time. But I got a bit worn out with YouTube, so I think this is the first thing we've done in like a month. So it's not normally that lapse, but
we're going to try and make it a regular thing, though, won't we?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
A regular thing. Because it's been brilliant chatting to all you guys as well. Thank you for watching and leaving your comments and getting involved in that. It's that you guys make it. You guys make it what it is. So, it's been fantastic. So thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.
You're all gentlemen. We love you dearly. Thank you very much. I've been John Slumbers. He's been
Paul's Beer Reviews,
and she's been
Abs. I don't have a cool name. I don't know.
Oh man, Abs, beer abs.
Yeah.
That one.
Bless you all. Thank you for coming. Speak soon.
Take care, mate. Speak to you soon.